How can we change poverty in Costa Rica?
It is time to start focusing on the real problem Costa Rica has, and this is it. Poverty has been an issue for years, but this time is worse. Women and children are in the streets trying to survive and fight for a piece of bread. More than 1.1 million Costa Ricans have to bear living in poverty. Extreme poverty has been proven to be the highest rate recorded in the last 6 years. Even though this keeps happening in our country, the government hasn't actually come with viable solutions to end this problem. Our project and research is based on the Sustainable Development Goal number 1 from the UN. This will help throughout the process to work as a guide to stay on topic and find a solution for Costa Rica. A lot of these rural areas that live in poverty do not have access to education like most people in the country do. They are not offered the possibility to excel in life, to use their abilities to help society. Everyone has a talent, but thanks to the system created and molded as years goes by, people are taught to go study so that the diploma, degree, and grades given can prove your capacity to work and acquire money, which is all society stands for. With this being said, here are some solutions that are connected to each other to help this problem decrease in our country.
We investigated about some rural areas that live in poverty and realized their access to education was not only difficult but almost impossible. Children must go by foot to their school, that is miles away, risking themselves and their safety. We analyzed the situation and brainstormed about ideas to make it better. While brainstorming, we realized that within the research, we could see empty spaces and plains around the area that could be of use and more accessible to the public. The use of this land could be for the creation of schools to promote education. We researched about affordable and secure building structures to create schools for these areas in need. Prefabricated buildings are viable solutions, but the idea is not yet complete. Transportation is super important. We decided it would be a good idea to create or renovate roads and streetwalks to allow accessibility. Also, transportation won't only organize more the neighborhood, but provide help for the ones who do not have resources. We hope the municipality will provide public bus services. Before establishing the school's faculty staff salary, we need to find a sponsor willing to help sustain the school. But in the meanwhile, we'll have a voluntary group of teachers willing to provide their services to the school so that the people are aware of its existence and start getting used to the environment. This will as well help provide feedback from the same students, parents, and faculty staff. The feedback that will be collected will be directed to us for further consideration.
The school has a previous design that was found in Tinkercad.com and redesigned in the app called Flashprint. The redesigning will be based in the results of the appropriate amount of people and space needed. This process will make this project more appealing to the public since it creates an image of how the school is going to look like. The structures, green areas, and other elements that will be added to the school's environment will create a clean and healthy environment for the children that will hopefully join the school. The base we used for the school contains several exits and entrances in the different sites to help whether an earthquake occurs, since they are very common in our country for being over two tectonic plates. It also includes green areas where the students can go out and enjoy the pure air that is found in the country, as well as a basketball court to promote physical activity for the students. There are several trees that were included in the design since we want the school to have a clean source of air. A bus was also added to the design since one of the solutions that we are presenting as an idea to complete the education accessibility is the public bus services provided to these areas with no resources. We managed to create a second design which was more general but represented the main idea, which was the creation of roads to help with the accessibility to the facility. These roads are representing two ideas that we had in mind: the recreation of roads that already exist in the area but are clearly destroyed, or the creation of roads themselves to help the transportation vehicle arrive at the facility. This transportation vehicle will be the public bus service. This design does not contain a public bus for reference since we want these roads to describe how strong and capable they are of holding capacity. We placed a big car that looked sort of destroyed and made a clean road to represent how the roads will not have any troubles.
Our work represents a viable solution to provide education to these rural areas where they don't have access to it. By providing them access to this education, we are avoiding the rate of people without the capability of working. We are trying to avoid a major rate of illiteracy and help these people go out and find a way to support their families without having to look for bad options such as crimes. This is why many people consider these areas dangerous, since many of the people that live there do not have a job, which means no money, which then leads to robberies, murders, etc. We hope in a new future these solutions can be a priority for the government to work on and end poverty. With this project, we wish to spread the word about this problem since it is everyone's problem. This includes us all, and we should be doing something about it to help these people. This will hopefully open someone's eyes, like it did to us, to lend a friendly hand to these communities. Even the smallest help can change someone's life for good.